Okay, everyone, and welcome to this exclusive and private VIP webinar. My name is Darren Little from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and if you've showed up here today, there's a high probability that you probably have some type of a home-based business, either in network marketing, in the MLM industry, you might be in direct sales or affiliate marketing, but there's a high probability that right now you either have a home-based business or you're looking for some way that you can be able to generate extra cash flow from the comfort of your home, okay? Now, I want to just reach out here quickly before we get started. Guys, if you've never been on a Millionaire Mentoring session before, if this is your very first time, and you've come here, you're maybe in weight loss or you're in skincare, you might be with a nutraceutical company, maybe toxic-free products. If you can maybe just put up your hand so that we can get an opportunity to communicate. Okay, great. So we've got A. Mitchell, Andrea, George, who else here on this panel here? Carol. Okay, going over to the next page. Who has right now, has never been on Millionaire Mentoring, but you have some sort of a home-based business right now that you're struggling with? Okay, anybody on this panel? Okay, put your hand up if you're having some challenges. Brenda, okay. So I'm gonna start here with Brenda. Brenda, if you can just give us a little bit of a snapshot. First of all, welcome to the broadcast, Brenda. Tell us where you're from.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Yes, I live in Virginia.
Okay.
I've been living here for about 20 years.
Okay. And what type of business do you currently have right now, Brenda?
As a health and wellness business.
Okay, health and wellness. And what type of products do you currently sell?
We have so many different lines. We have weight loss, beauty care, and some other stuff. We have many, but mostly the ones I sell the most are the weight loss products.
Weight loss products. Okay. So anybody else here that has showed up that is selling weight loss or health and wellness products? Anybody? Put your hand up. Okay, George. George is selling Scott Donahue's weight loss and health and wellness products. Okay, so let's go back out here to A. Mitchell. Tell us a little bit about what brought you here today.
Okay, hi, Dan. Hi, everyone. Okay, so my name is Angeline. I live in New York, in Saratoga Springs, New York. And what I have a home-based business, which is health and wellness and weight loss products. And what brought me here was I would like to, learn more about the Millionaire Mentorship Program, and here's some success stories.
Okay, great.
And I think and also, getting qualified leads for my business.
Okay, great. I'm going to actually go live tonight, and I'm going to show you guys live how easy it is to generate leads for your business. And this will help in any business, guys. Okay, any type of business. Doesn't matter what it is that you're marketing. Okay, so we've got Carrie Mitchell put up her hand. Carrie, you want to unmute? Carrie? Okay, how about Joel? Joel, you want to unmute?
Hello?
Joel?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming out of Brooklyn, New York. I've been trying to do work online for a while. I've been somewhat successful, but not as successful as I want to be. I think my issue more so is getting leads and, getting people to stay. So retaining the people that I get in the businesses that I do.
Okay, great. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna get right into it here. First of all, I want to share with you that no matter what it is that you're marketing, okay, no matter what it is that you're marketing, if you want to sell more products and you want to recruit more reps into your business and expand a global team, what type of a person do you believe would be the best type of person to be able to take you global fast, right? What type of a person? Who can tell me that? Anybody? Anybody?
Me.
Okay, go ahead, Brenda.
So I would say someone, I mean, in my case, since I sell health and wellness, I believe um, are those people that want to lose weight, get fit, and get healthy. Those are my targeted people.
Okay, great. Now, I'm going to share with you guys that most people that come from the conventional world of what I call features and benefits, right? Of let me tell you why this is a product that you need, okay? That's the answer that most people would give, the answer that Brenda gave. And I'm going to share with you, if you really want to get your business off the ground fast, the people that are your true qualified buyers are people that are already sold on our business model, okay? People that are already sold on our business model, okay? Not specifically people that are looking to lose weight, not specifically people that are looking for a better life or whatever. They're specifically affiliate marketers, network marketers, people that are already sold on our particular business model, okay? Now, that's called a qualified buyer, okay? So, in other words, I don't have to convince them about our model, right? I don't have to tell them that residual income is better than linear income.
Yeah, I know that.
I'll never have somebody ask me if it's a pyramid or if it's legal or anything. They're already in it, okay? So the first rule of thumb is you have to understand what is target marketing. What's target marketing, okay? Now, what most people do, let's say that you're with a weight loss company, okay? So most people, what they do is they focus on their primary business and they go all over social media, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. And they post before and after pictures, and they believe in their mind that's going to get them to the promised land the fastest. Big mistake, guys. It's a huge mistake that people make in our industry. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I'm going to share with you why on tonight's broadcast. Let's say, as an example, that I'm out pitching weight loss. Okay, now let's say that I'm with Prove It. Okay, let's say that my company that I'm with is Prove It. Okay, so are the Isagenix people coming to my broadcast? No. Right? Are the people from Melaleuca, are they coming to my broadcast? No. What about Amway? Are they coming? No. Right? I've literally eliminated 95% of all the qualified buyers because I've gone directly to my primary business. Big mistake. Okay? It's a big mistake. In the event that you want to gather all of the right type of buyers together, the qualified buyers, the people that are going to be able to expand your business the fastest, number one, they're already sold on our business model, okay? But the problem that they have is that they don't know how to generate leads, okay? They don't know how to generate leads, and they don't know how to recruit reps or sell products. Two key areas. You have to be able to generate leads, and you have to be able to sell products and recruit reps to make money. But people are going at it completely wrong because they go directly to their primary business. It's a big no-no. Okay, now what's the difference? Okay. So let's say that I got into Millionaire Mentoring and I learned the psychology behind how to speak to the buyer, the right target market, the right type of person, okay? Now, I go out to my Facebook wall and I say, who here wants to learn a super cool strategy on how to generate 25 to 50 red hot targeted leads per day, okay? Is Amway coming now, Brenda? Is Amway coming?
Amway? No.
Chances are they are. What about Melaleuca? Are they coming?
Yes, they're coming.
Okay, what about Prepaid Legal? Are they coming, guys?
Yep. Everybody's coming.
Everybody's coming, guys.
Right.
This is what you got to understand. If you want to be able to target the right buyer, the first rule of thumb is that you need to help them in some way to solve their pain. Okay. Now, what's the pain in our industry? What's the pain that they're going through? The first pain is they don't want to harass their friends and family.
Right.
Right? They've been told to make a list of their top 200. Right? Most of those people told them to go fly a kite. Those are not qualified buyers, guys, just so you know. Your friends and family are not qualified buyers if you want to take your business global. Affiliate marketers are, network marketers are, right? Direct sellers are. They're already sold on our business model, okay? But 97% of them are all failing. They're all failing, okay? So they don't want to harass their friends and family. They hate getting rejected. They don't know how to generate leads. Even if I gave you 20,000 leads, if you're coming from, have I got a deal for you? You're coming from the wrong polarity to be able to recruit reps, okay? So they don't know how to close and upsell their prospects. They don't know how to get any team duplication, so they don't make any money, right? So the first thing that you've got to understand is that the real business model that you actually signed up for is personal development.
Yes.
Personal development, guys. That is our industry. We're in a personal development business model. We're in a leadership business model, okay? So here's the difference. What does the leader do, okay? The leader identifies everybody's pain. They go find a solution to the pain. They blaze a trail on the front end with results. And now they gather everybody together. They huddle everybody together. And now they show them what to do. Okay. Now, who can see just from that one example of providing value to the marketplace and helping those people to solve their pain? Who could see that you're going to get way more qualified buyers than you would if you just went weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss? Who can see that, right? Who can see that that would be a much better strategy on the front end, okay? So here's the difference. What you have to understand is in order to get the qualified buyers all together, the first thing that you have to do is be able to provide them with value as a leader, okay? That's the first rule of thumb. Provide your prospect with value as a leader, okay? And there's really only a couple areas that people need to learn how to do. They need to learn how to generate leads, right? And then they need to learn how to convert the leads into product sales and convert the people that bought the products into potential reps, okay? But in the event that you do not step into leadership, guess what? Those people will quit your business and they will keep on searching for a leader, okay? So the problem that people have is they try to go direct to the primary business first on the front end when it should be on the back end, okay? So if I gather the people together and I can provide them with some value and they can see that I have a blueprint, a ticket to the promised land, right? And they can talk to people that were in exactly the same position that they used to be in, that got to their personal breakthrough. Guess what happens? If your leadership level is here and it dwarfs the leadership they're currently getting, they're already a qualified buyer. They jump ship and they join you, okay? Does this make sense?
Oh, yes.
Does this make sense so far, guys, what I'm saying? Does this
Yeah,
make
it does.
Yes, makes perfect sense.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the first thing to understand truthfully about our particular business model is it kind of comes in stages, right? The first thing that you have to do is build a list of qualified buyers. That's your step one, build a list of qualified buyers. That is the most important thing that you can do in online marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, and direct sales. But the people are not necessarily specifically for weight loss, specifically for anti-aging, right? People that are already sold on the business model, if you can provide them with a blueprint, as long as your products work, as long as they provide value, as long as they're competitively priced, and as long as the compensation plan is fair, they will join you guys. They will join you, okay? But what's most important? It's not your products. It's not your company. It's not your comp plan. It's not your track record. It's not your ORAC value and your antioxidants and blah, 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 okay? Guess what it is? Your leadership. Your leadership is the most important thing if you want to 10x your business and 10x your income. You are the product. You are. And our product in our industry, guys, is leadership. It's leadership, right? The leader goes out, blazes a trail, figures out the solution to the pain, comes back and gathers a groups of people together and provides them with a solution to their problem. Okay? Does this make sense so far?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody
Yes.
got this, okay? So the 7-figure income earners, you'll notice use, who here wants to learn how to, generate red hot targeted leads with Twitter, with Facebook, with Pinterest, with Instagram, right? With YouTube videos, with SEO. So they understand our business model. So by them focusing on the solution to the problem, they get all the qualified buyers to show up as part of their list. Okay? That comes on the front end. Okay, just got to mute a couple people out here. Okay. So what I want to do, somebody said the reason that they came here tonight was that they wanted to be able to, first of all, hear from some people that have already gone through this training. And second of all, be able to ask them questions, right? Who would be interested in that, right? Anybody would be interested in that? Okay. Guys, I want to tell you this first story here because the gentleman that you're about to meet, before he actually met me, he had tried so many different business models in network marketing and MLM and direct sales. He used up all the money that he had, right? He was completely flat broke. He was working at the bread garden or the bread factory, right? Making minimum wage. And when he first came to me and he said, Darren, I really want to get into millionaire mentoring and, whatever it costs, I'll figure it out. So I sent him the link and I'm telling you guys, he really had to, save his money. Truth be known, he really had to save his money. But the good news was he was coachable. He followed exactly what I told him to do. And his very first month, guys, month 1, he made $23,000 US. His first month, okay? So I'd like to introduce you here today to Samuel Mojica Jr. Welcome to the call, my friend.
All right. Thank you for the introduction, Darren.
So Samuel, give us a little bit of the backstory. I mean, I know that at one point in time, your family was homeless and it really, took you into a tailspin. You were really down and out about that. And you just didn't want for them to be able to have to go through that for much longer. So tell us about that journey.
Sure. And, to start things off, there's no better motivation than being at the bottom and you cannot go any lower. Right. So back in the day, this was about, I think, a year now. It's been a year and a month or a year and 2 months. My family, we went through a period of homelessness. And after that, prior to that experience, I was kind of, useless as a son. I wasn't working. I was playing video games. I didn't feel like going to college. And it did not hit me until my family lost everything that I needed to step up and become a man, that I couldn't be a boy anymore. I had to become a man to care for my little sister and my mother. So with that, I actually joined, a bread factory. I started working at a bread factory and I was working 10 to 12 hours every single day. And honestly, I was just glad I had it for the first couple months. But after month number 4, it got to me. I felt like I was getting burnt out. I felt like my life literally had no purpose other than just to live paycheck to paycheck and pay bills. And that's when I started looking onto the internet. And I remember searching up on Google how to make money online. Well, thankfully, and I still thank God every day, thankfully, it led me to a video from Darren, and I ended up searching him up on Facebook. And I literally told him, my situation, Darren, look, I'm at a bread factory. I really don't like being where I'm at. I want to make more money. And more importantly, I want freedom. I'm not living the life that I want to live personally. And Darren, I remember we spoke a little bit, and he sent me a link. He's like, look, get the money and then pay it and then message me when you're done. So I didn't have the money in the beginning, but after 3 months of just saving up money, like every penny I could save, I would save it. I finally came up with the money. I quit my job. I gave Darren the money for the Millionaire Mentoring. He told me, all right, man, start the training. And once I started that training, after 4 days of hard training, day number 5, I made my first $1,000 sale. From day number 6 to day number 10, I've already made $10,000. Now, keep in mind, just to add some perspective, I was making $2,400 per month in the bread factory, working 70 to 75 hours every single week. And I just made $10,000 with less than 40 hours of work, and it hasn't even been a month yet. So at that point, I was in cloud 9. When I told Darren about it, he's like, go, go, go. And I literally went from 10,000 all the way to 23,000 by the end of the month. You know, the month after that, I raised another $13,000. I've made close to 1,000 sales in affiliate marketing with different various softwares and products. And ever since that moment, I am proud to say I've been working full-time since I met Darren, from the moment I joined all the way to today.
Fantastic. Now, what I want to do here, guys, is I just want to give people an actual opportunity to speak directly to Samuel and ask him questions about that first month. Okay, so who here has a question that they want to ask Samuel? Anybody? Because it's much easier if you turn your cameras on. It's pretty tough looking at gray boxes. I'm just saying. Right?
Ask away, guys. Ask away.
Anybody want to speak directly and ask Samuel any questions? Guys, this is an open forum. I did this specifically for you guys to help you so that you could shift your mindset here tonight. Okay? Because our goal is to help people step into leadership. That is our goal here, just so you know. True leaders create more leaders, guys. Okay? We are in a personal development leadership business model, and your goal as a leader should be to create more leaders. That should be your goal, just so you know. Okay? That should be your goal. Okay. Now, so nobody's got any questions for Samuel?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
The first month, how long did it take you to recruit anybody, or who did you start talking to? If not, did you do it on Facebook? Did you do it on social media, or did you do it person to person?
All right, great question, George. So I made my first sale on day number 5. I was starting from scratch, so I didn't really have an audience on social media. What I actually did is, I think it was either in the first or the second training video that Darren made for us in Millionaire Mentoring. It shows us how to actually gather an audience and where to find people. Like, there's different places on Facebook. I used Facebook, where you can find the right type of people. And then I just followed the script that Darren provides us on how to actually talk with people, like with the right customer, and just show them the opportunity that we have. So it took me. So I hope that did that fully answer your question, George?
Yeah. One more question. Do you use anybody? Let's say that you're talking to somebody. Do you use, for example, Darren, saying, since you're new at this or whatever, let me have you talk to somebody else, or no? That's basically.
I wouldn't. That's a good question.
That's let me answer that, Samuel. Just
Sure.
So. But what he's talking about here is something called a 3-way call. That's not necessary in what we do, George. Just so you know, what we do. Awesome. Somebody's got a.
Have a race car.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so to answer your question, the hardest thing, truthfully, for most people to grasp is the two stages, okay? The two stages of their business. The front end stage of your business is building a list of qualified buyers, right? And those aren't necessarily people that are interested in this thing that you think that they're interested in, okay? So let's say that this is weight loss over here, okay? What should be on the front end are two key areas, right? Marketing strategies, right? Marketing strategies to generate leads, okay? And personal development, leadership, mindset. That's what should be here on the front end, okay? Once you have those qualified buyers, now you can start to build a relationship with these people. This thing that you think you're selling on the front end should be on the back end, not up here on the front end. And it's a big problem. It's a huge problem in our industry, and it's the reason why people never get any traction. They've just eliminated 95% of all the qualified buyers, right? When they could have taken a leadership role, gone out, gathered a bunch of people together, provided those people with value in lead generation, in marketing strategies, copywriting techniques, email things, whatever this is on the front end, it has to be generic. It has to be generic. That means this stuff helps the person with the legal. This stuff helps the person with energy drinks. This stuff helps the person with the non-toxic products.
Right.
This thing
Thank you
here,
so much.
it has to help everybody in every company. Is everybody totally clear on that? Is everybody totally clear on this? It's a big shift in your marketing, guys. I'm telling you straight up. Big shift. Okay. So what I like to do right now, a lot of people say, you know, Darren, do these strategies work in corporate America, right? In, you know, getting pay raises, in getting job promotions, in signing consulting contracts. What I like to do is bring out one of my all-star top students, okay? Highly coachable, I will add, right? And that's Pornthip Molding. Welcome to the call, Pornthip. Okay,
Hello,
Pornthip.
sir. Hi, everyone.
So, Pornthip, tell us a little bit about your story.
Oh, wow. 18 months ago, I met Darren and Ari. And during that time, I was so broke. I was, I was so depressed. And I even had a thought of suicidal. And it went from, you know, having a high paid job to want to get out of job because I was so burnt out. And the company restructuring and ended up pile up all of our workloads to the people who left behind. So I was one of those who left behind in the company and just couldn't go on anymore. So I looked elsewhere to try to find a way, how can I earn income without doing the job that I'm so afraid of leaving. And I call that a golden handcuff. I was so afraid to leave a job that I have high paid job, 6-figure income a year. And then I put up with it and put up with it and put up with it. And finally, I just broke. I broke down, personally broke down. And then came home complaining and complaining and complaining every single day. So my husband ended up having health issue on top. And then soon after that, my mom was diagnosed of cancer. So things just spiraled downwards from there. So I, you know, search online, want to find, you know, how to make money from home. And went and found quite a few opportunities, as you know, because tons of opportunity out there that promise us the world. Yep, I got sucked into that. And I have to say, unfortunately, I lost all of my lifetime savings, not only mine, but also my husband's retirement fund as well, to the paid advertisement. So we were in a negative bank account, the debt collector chasing us. My mom got cancer, and I just didn't know what else to do. So one day, someone reached out to me, introducing the Millionaire Mentoring Program. So I just thought, I have got nothing else to lose. If I go to this one and I have to get heartbroken again, what the heck? I already hit rock bottom during that time, so I just went for it. And it was God sent. It was like God sent to me. I learned how to control my thought, how to view the world differently, how to wake up happy. That alone is priceless. Most people wake up in the morning depressed. I learned how to change that. I learned how to do self-love, forgive myself, love myself again, and get up and move forward from then on.
So Pornthip, tell us a little bit about this evolution, because, from your story, it sounds like you were in a tailspin, you were down at the very bottom. And then what happened shortly after that in your first month? Did you sign any consulting contracts? What happened to your business?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
It was 6 weeks. I won the $72,000 contract in consultancy offline.
$72,000 consulting contract in a 6-week period of time, from changing your mindset, from stepping into your personal power, from stepping into leadership, applying what we teach in Millionaire Mentoring. Is that what you're telling us?
Absolutely. Everything I follow the formula step by step to the T. I do everything you taught me to, and everything I apply. It's a key here. You got to apply it. And I do that every single day. And that's gain confidence in myself again, because I know when you do self-discovery, you know that how good you are, So during then, I won the contract, and I also start the multiple income stream. Ari, thank you. so many things going on in Black Ops, I'm telling you. And I ended up making $200,000 last year.
$200,000, guys. $200,000 from somebody that was literally flatline. Okay. Literally, she was thinking about contemplating suicide, and she turned her life around and made $200,000. Pornthip, I am so proud of you. I got to tell you, I can't say that enough. You're the most coachable student that I've ever had, and bless you. Seriously,
Thank you.
You deserve every bit of it. So I want to say congratulations. As before I get into the actual formula and how it works and the psychology behind it, I want to make sure that you guys understand the two distinct stages of becoming a professional marketer. The first stage is you have to have something here on the front end that's going to solve the pain of your buyer, okay? A qualified buyer. That person is already sold on our business model, okay? Step one, your primary business, whether it's weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals, energy drinks, legal, power, credit repair, is on the back end, not the front end, guys. You got to learn this big distinction, okay? Now, I said here earlier today on today's broadcast that we're actually in the personal development industry, okay? You could be in weight loss, but if you want to make big money, you're in the personal development industry. You could be in skincare, but if you want to make big money, you're in the personal development industry. You could be in non-toxic products. You want to be a top leader, you're in the personal development business, okay? So rule number one, guys, the people that you want to target are already on the path of personal development. Okay, they're already on the path of peak performance. Okay, rule one. As far as your buyer goes, anybody who's a peak performer, that's a top leader, that's a top producer, they typically tune into Grant Cardone, they tune into Gary Vaynerchuk, they tune into Tony Robbins, they tune into Brian Tracy and Dennis Waitley and Zig Ziglar and Deepak Chopra. They're already on the path of personal development, guys, okay? That is your target market. Personal development, not MLM groups, not make money at home groups. Your target market is personal development, okay? Just knowing that alone will fast track you 5 years in our industry. No joke, okay? 5-year jump right there, okay? Just knowing this one thing. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you a really super cool tool that you can use to be able to get the right type of buyers, okay? So this is a software that you can go to. It's called lookup-id.com, okay? Lookup-id.com. There's the address right there. And then you go into the Facebook search, and what I typically want to look for right now is people who like, okay, people who like Grant Cardone. Okay, he's a top sales trainer. Okay, now watch what happens. The people that are going to come up right now, these are all top income earners, okay? There's an 8-figure income earner there. There's an 8-figure income earner there. There's a 7-figure income earner, top income earner, 8-figure income earner. These pull up all of the top people. Elton Navarro, another top income earner, right? So this is the fastest way. There's another 8-figure income earner there, right? Another top recruiter, right? Another 8-figure income earner here. There's another 8-figure income earner. So the thing I'm going to share with you guys here is this one tool will help you to build the right type of following with people that actually have influence. I could go back to here and I could put in people that like Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay, he's another guy that's, you know, top right now for motivation and whatnot, right? You can see here, all the top people come up again, okay? And there's literally pages and pages and pages and pages of these people, okay? There's no shortage of leads on Facebook here, guys. No shortage at all, okay? These are all top people, okay? There's another multiple 7-figure income earner right there, John Melton, right? Desmond Soon works with Dan Locke, right? Paul Turner, another great marketer. Joshua Elder, another peak performer marketer, right? You know, so you can see here just from me scrolling this, and guys, it keeps on going. It keeps on going, and it keeps on going, and it keeps on going, and it keeps on going, okay? So the first thing that you have to understand is that our target market is actually personal development, okay? Personal development, okay? So hopefully you took down that website and you had an opportunity to, you know, you can visit that later, obviously, right? Now, before I actually get into the strategy that we're going to be talking about here tonight, hopefully Ari is on here. Ari, are you on here right now?
Of course, man.
I can't see your name here. Where did the guy go? Okay,
Yeah, I'm here.
So Ari, share with us a little bit about your story, and I want for you to talk about how making a couple tiny tweaks to your marketing strategy when you learned the couple things from me in Black Ops, what happened to your marketing?
Yeah, I mean, you know, guys, I mean, if you know who I am, I've been around a long time. In fact, Darren and I go back about 15 years. He was my very first sponsor, Empower Lead System. And we joke about this nowadays because I remember, you know, I logged in a back office, they show you a picture, they give you the contact information for your sponsor. You know, I called him up and I said, hey, man, I need to know how to use the system. And Darren's was, I don't know how to use any of that. I'm non-technical. I started laughing and I was like, well, man, how are you getting people? And, you know, after that, I was just like, oh, man, he's worthless. I just left him alone, you know. And then I started to watch him, and I saw this guy was making money, and we never really found something we could really team up on, guys, until we got to Exodus and Black Ops. And I'll tell you up front, I was already making, millions of dollars, guys, when Darren and I connected. And here's a reality. Even the guys like me can use a little help and a little coaching. And I always joke and tell people that Darren is the guy that people like me go to, because he really can change, your mindset, but also he can help you tweak a few things. I had kind of a little recipe that I had put together, for my Facebook post. And Darren and I were talking, and he was showing me what he was doing. And I was like, wow, that's pretty smart. So I kind of tweaked just 2 little tiny tweaks, guys, 2 small little tweaks. Number one, I went to a headline format, which was my own tweak. And then instead of giving out the link on Facebook, I made people respond with certain words. And that was kind of a funny thing, because at first it was kind of tough on me, because I'd have people typing info or typing whatever they wanted to do, and I would still give them the info. But I got to the point where I stopped giving the people that wrote info any information. And I started giving the information just to the people that followed directions and put in what they did, or what I requested they put. And my business exploded, guys. I'm just telling you up front. In 2016 and 17, I made the most money in 2017 I've ever made. And it's an incredible amount of money. I'm not even going to go into it because a lot of people won't even believe it. But the reality is, it set me free. Darren's been bugging me. You need to come back to work. Basically, last year, I took off about 9 months. And, it was because I was renovating my condo. And sure, I could have figured out a way to work. But, as you're bouncing every 3 weeks from Airbnb to Airbnb, it's kind of hard to get comfortable and, into a place or a mindset where you really want to work. So I just basically took it as a 9-month vacation and relaxed. Now I'm back. I'm ready to get going. But, I got to tell you up front, it's the techniques that we're teaching in Black Ops, guys, that are allowing people to get these 200,000, 192,000, 45,000 their first month, 28,000 their first month. I mean, it's crazy, and I got to say, though, this stuff, it really works, guys. It's not a bowl of hopium. I'm not going to give you something to go smoke that doesn't work, guys. I'm just telling you, this right here is the real deal. Okay, it is the mother lode. So if you really want to get in, if you're brand new, you've never done it before, that's great. That's perfectly fine. But if you're somebody who's seasoned and you think, oh, I got it mastered, you got a chip on your shoulder, I promise, your ass will be on the way down at some point in time, and you'll need to lift me up. This is what could give it to you. So, I'm just telling you, take every day and every bit of training to note, write it down, practice it until you actually own it, because that's when the money happens, guys. That's when the magic happens and the money flows. And if you can learn to do those things, guys, you're going to be very successful in the online space. So if you're a newbie, man, you're in the best place you could ever possibly be, sitting right here on this webinar.
Fantastic. Guys, I want to share something with you on tonight's broadcast that, quite honestly, it may shock you. It may shock you with what I'm about to tell you, okay? A couple of years ago, there was a company called Explocial, right? And they offered discounts on travel and restaurants and all sorts of other things. And the whole company was out on their Facebook news feed, talking about all these discounts, okay? But I was the number one income earner. I was the number one income earner of the company, and I never talked about any of that stuff, okay? So what was I talking about? What was I talking about? I was talking about the Academy of Quantum Physics Mind Mastery, right? Because it solved the pain of the buyer, okay? So everybody was over here pitching this thing, spamming it in groups all over the internet, spamming their wall, talking about travel discounts, except for the number one income earner. I wasn't doing any of that. What was I doing? I was over here solving the pain of the buyer, okay? So guess where all of the top income earners started to come from? Here, okay? So people would say, well, I want that. I want that. How do I get that? You get that when you join this. Now, hopefully you got a light bulb moment here, okay? Because right now I'm the number one income earner in Exodus. Ari's the number two income earner. And you don't see us all over the internet doing what everybody else does. What do? We solve the pain of the buyer over here with Black Ops Underground Marketing. So people say, well, I want that. How do I get that? You get that when you join this. That, my friend, is the secret, okay? 7-figure secret. Now, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take you a little bit behind the scenes. And I want to be able to, first of all, log in here to show you, guys, what is possible. Okay, so this is my Exodus back office right here, right? And you can see right here that this is the revenue that this strategy has been able to generate. Now, keep in mind, guys, what we do is we teach people how to generate a marketing and advertising budget for their business, how to generate unlimited leads for their business, how to close and upsell to higher ticket products. And once they learn the formula, like Pornthip, like Samuel, most of the students have between 5 and 10 different streams of income at the end of their very first year, okay? Between 5 and 10, okay? And it's cookie cutter straight across the board. We have people in pretty much every vertical that you can imagine, from weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals, legal, energy drinks, power, credit repair, all of them. But they never rose to the top of the leaderboard in their primary business until they went through this training, okay? Until they went through this training, okay? So let's take a look. Let's see how this actually works. Okay. I'll just move this aside here. If you can just mute out your lines, guys, that would be great. Okay, guys, so what I'd like to do here tonight is share with you a little bit more about Black Ops Underground Marketing and exactly what it is that we do to turn out so many different success stories. We have 17-year-old kids that made $50,000 in their very first 6 weeks. We have single moms that were living on their credit cards that made over $18,000 their first month, 175 grand US their very first year, that are now closing $50,000 and $100,000 deals because of this right here, Black Ops Underground Marketing. And what we do is we teach people how to create a funding mechanism for their business, okay? So that your business is paying for your marketing and advertising budget, not your credit card, okay? Not your credit card, guys. We show you how to actually raise the money for your high ticket products, for your events, for your airfare, for your accommodations. So the business is paying for those expenses, not your savings account, okay? Really, really critical to understand that. Okay, so that's myself there, Darren Little. There's my business partner, Ari Maccabee. And this training actually helped us earn $208,000 in less than a 30-day period of time, okay? Now, what would that type of marketing budget do for your business? Think about that. What would that type of cash flow injection into your home-based business do for you, okay? So that's actual screen captures of our back office when we were about 3 weeks into our very first campaign with this. And the testimonials that have come from our students, quite frankly, are shocking. They're shocking, guys. We did it with no paid ads, 0 paid ads. Now, in the course of 35 days, we generated 240 grand between the two of us in 35 days using this strategy that I'm going to share with you today. Now, our mission is to be able to help another 100 families add an extra $100,000 to their annual incomes, working on a part-time basis, guys, okay? Most of the people that start out with us, they have a 9-to-5 job. They start off on the side. Once they either replace their income or double their income, they look for their exit strategy within a 30 to 90-day period of time. We have tons and tons of students that have already done that, okay? So the question is, will one of those families be yours, right? We are very focused on our students, on our success stories. We truly believe that the more people that we can help, Each one becomes its own ripple effect in their community, in their church, and making a difference. And that's really what we're all about. Now, if you stick around to the end of this broadcast, guys, I'm going to actually give you a copy of my training manual. It's valued at $197, and it will fast track you by 3 to 5 years in our industry. Now, here's some of the biggest challenges that people go through right now with our business model. First of all, they hate harassing their friends and family. They hate getting rejected. They don't have any marketing budget to properly run their business. When I say a monthly budget, I'm talking about getting to 7 figures and beyond, okay? And in Mike Dillard's magnetic sponsoring book and Building on a Budget, he tells people to start to focus on having a $10,000 budget versus making $10,000 a month. It's a different type of a mindset. It's the millionaire mindset. They don't have enough capital to purchase their high ticket products. Now, a lot of high ticket products can range from $5,000 all the way up to 100,000. And this last year, especially, I was getting calls from people that were as much as $143,000 in the hole and on the verge of bankruptcy because all they were told to do was upgrade and buy traffic. That is the ticket to bankruptcy, guys. Do not do that. That's what Pornthip was convinced to do, and she lost everything before she met us, okay? So keep that in mind. Also, they don't know how to generate leads to have a steady stream of qualified buyers looking at their business opportunity daily because they don't understand the 2 stages. There's 2 stages of the business. The primary business is on the back end, not the front end. Big mistake that people make. They also don't know how to close or upsell to higher ticket products, and they don't know how to get any team duplication. They also don't know how to market so that they become the attractor factor, getting incoming inquiries. Who here would rather have incoming inquiries, right? Anybody would rather have incoming inquiries to your business versus having to go out try to harass people constantly? That's called attraction marketing, and most people don't know how to do it. Now, it's very important to understand what your target market is, okay? The blue represents all in North American population. The green represents the personal development industry. The home-based business industry, guys, just so you know, is a little sliver within the personal development industry, okay? Get a mental snapshot of that right there, because that will save you so many years of frustration, because most of the people, most of the friends and family that are out there, most of the people that are all, you know, the conventional North American population, they don't even qualify to be entrepreneurs, guys. So just understanding this one thing will save you a ton of frustration in our industry. Target people in personal development. Now, people that are already in our industry, there's a 97% failure rate, okay? You think in a multi-trillion-dollar industry that there might be a little bit of an opportunity there, guys? 97% of the people are failing. Those are the people that you want to be providing value to, guys. There's tons. There's no shortage. Trust me on this. There's no shortage. So out of all of those people in a little sliver of personal development, which is the home-based business industry, the failure rate is at 97%. What's missing? What's missing, guys? A leader. They don't have a leader to show them what to do. That's the problem. If they did, they would be making money. Okay? If they did, they'd be making money. Now, this may shock you guys, okay? This may shock you because you may see a lot of companies on here that you're familiar with, from USANA to Amway to Nikin to Arbonne to, you know, Nu Skin, Visalis, Melaleuca. Only 0.1%, okay, of the entire industry earns more than $400 per month. 0.1%, guys, okay? Now, how the heck can we take students in their very first month and help them make as much as 45 grand? How can we do that, right? We do that with this particular strategy here. Now, most people do this. Here's their primary business. Now, I want to specifically talk about high ticket products. So people go in to a high ticket business, they invest their money, they max out their credit cards, they use their entire savings account, and now what happens is they don't have any money left. So they have to learn free strategies. But what the people don't tell you is that you don't have a mentor. There's a 2 to 4 year learning curve to do that. And you're risking more personal capital with monthly auto ships every month. Most of those companies want you to go to 4 events per year, right? Each event costs $2,500 to $3,000. So start adding it up, how much money that you're going to be putting into the business. Most people, unfortunately, never get here to make money to reinvest it back into their business. So they go further and further and further into the hole, like what Pornthip did, until they lose everything. He lost everything, guys, before she met us. But most people never get here. Now, here's the difference. Here's the distinction. This is the 7-figure model. So there's something here on the front end that's going to act as like an ATM machine, okay? In our particular case, we show people how to earn $1,000 instant commissions the same day that they make the sale. So there's no waiting period. You don't have to wait for 6 weeks. I've waited as long as 3 months before to get paid by companies. And sometimes, unfortunately, they never even paid me, right? After I went out and brought in all the sales for them, they never even paid me my commissions. So now the business now is the funding mechanism that funds the high ticket products and the ad campaign, not your credit card, guys, right? Not your credit card, right? Now, there's no risk of any of your personal capital. This is the Donald Trump model. This is the Robert Kiyosaki model. It's called OPM, other people's money. So by providing value on the front in the areas that they need, which is marketing strategies and personal development leadership, that's what's going to fund your business now, guys. That's what funds your upgrade, your high ticket products, your ad campaign. So what do you end up with? You end up with multiple revenue streams. Most of our students have between 5 and 10 after their first year, and they rise to the top of the leaderboards in record time, okay? This model here will make you rich, okay? Once you learn and implement this model, you can have multiple revenue streams. We use the same model straight across the board for everything that we do. Now, there's 2 things that you need to be successful in any business, right? If you do not have these 2 things, your company will go bankrupt. The first thing is you need a steady stream of leads, okay? Every business owner, even restaurants, nightclubs, lounges, hotels, motels, if you don't have a steady stream of interested leads, interested prospects, and a steady stream of cash flow, your business will go bankrupt, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, in our industry, what do you do to hit mass market, industry-wide, not just specifically weight loss or skincare or nutraceuticals? There's 2 key areas that you need to focus on: personal development and leadership training, and marketing strategies for any business. This is how you attract the qualified buyers, guys. These 2 key areas. This is how you go to the top the fastest, right? Now, how to make the biggest money in the industry. Ideally, guys, just so you know, like if you think long-term, the biggest money that you can make truly is by creating your own products, your own coaching, and your own events. The challenge with that is that you need to gain a high level of knowledge and skills first so that you can become an expert and then have the results to show other people what to do. You got to be able to hone your skills and master your craft, and that takes a considerable amount of time. There's a huge financial risk, and there's no guarantees that you'll even be successful at the end of the day, right? So what do we do? What's the answer? How does a brand new newbie be able to capitalize on these 7-figure secrets? Well, it's real simple. They follow exactly what we do. They mirror what we do. They mirror our content formula. We give them line by line what to say to their prospects, right? We typically look for pre-made products that target mass market in any company, right? So what you do is you purchase the reseller rights to the products, and you make 100% of the sale of the product the same day that you get paid. It's like becoming the vendor, right? Now, what it allows you to do is to fund your entire marketing campaign, build your list of buyers for free, and raise the money for your high ticket product purchases. This formula, I'm telling you, once you implement this on the front end, you will literally never have to worry about money again. You can make money on demand with multiple income streams. So you market these products on the front end and your primary business on the back end. This becomes the funding mechanism. Now, we use something that's called the Genesis Educational Library. It specifically focuses on lead generation and personal development, mindset, leadership, right? Now, there's 4 different products that you can use on the front end. You can earn $100 commissions, $250 commissions, $500 commissions, and $1,000 commissions. If somebody says, Darren, I want to learn the 1K per day formula, they get the G1000, and that includes all of the products underneath, right? And it's a huge amount of value, guys. But what we do extra beyond that is we give you Black Ops Underground marketing training. That's where the breakthroughs happen, guys. And just being honest, right? That's where the breakthroughs happen. So the first thing that you do is you purchase the reseller rights of the products that you wish to market on the front end. The G100, there's a one-time $100 product purchase plus $40 a year for the reseller rights. That starts popping $100 commissions on the front. The G250 is one time of $250 product purchase, $100 per year for the reseller rights. The G500 is $500 product purchase plus $200 per year for the reseller rights. And 99% of all of our students purchase the G1000. It's a one-time $1,000 product purchase plus $299 per year for the reseller rights. So you decide what commissions you want to earn. You purchase the level of product and the reseller rates, $100, $250, $500, and $1,000 commissions. And that now funds your entire business, guys, just so you know. And then you start marketing using the strategies that we teach in Black Ops, and you get paid the same day. We've literally had people make a $1,000 commission the same day that they got started. So when you work today, you get paid today. Real cool strategy. Now, here's the real power of this, guys. And I want for you to think about sort of conventional networking. So let's say that you purchase this G1000 product as an example. So there's you purchase the product, right? The first sale is yours, okay? So that $1,000 goes to you. The second sale is what's called a pass-up sale, okay? So you pass that up to your sponsor. They made a $1,000 commission. You're now qualified. And now, so you go out now and there's you get an affiliate. They get their commission. The second sale gets passed up to you, but also the sponsorship gets passed up to you as well. This is called an infinity second sale pass up. Now I want you to understand the power of this because there's you. They just sent you a person. That person makes their first sale. The next sale goes to you too, but they just gave you a new person, right? So there's you, there's the person that they just gave you. They make their commission, and the next sale goes to you too. Guys, this goes to infinity. There's no levels. That means you can have as many of these lines working for you, feeding you with $1,000 commissions to fund your business. This is how Ari and I made 240 grand in our very first 35 days. Now, what speeds the process up? Leadership, guys. Leadership, that's what speeds it up, right? The faster that you step into leadership, the faster that you get to the dream type of income that you want to make. Now, what if we were to do this, okay? What if we were to give you our 7-figure formula, our 7-figure secrets from a combined 60 years that we have working in this industry, guys, right? 60 years between me and Ari. What if we were to also teach you how to build a business without ever having to harass your friends and family, teach you how to never, ever get rejected ever again, teach you how to generate unlimited leads for your business using social media the right way, teach you how to recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes in anything. This is why we have people with multiple streams of income, because they learned the 7-figure formula first, And then after they learn that and they fund their business, they can have as many income streams as they want. Right? There's no limit. What if we were to teach you how to get explosive team duplication and incoming inquiries by mastering attraction marketing? Now, guys, this stuff alone that we teach, just so you know, is over a $22,000 value. That is real value from Millionaire Mentoring. Right? It's not some made up number. That is real value right there. And what we also do is we give people an additional $3,000 bonus. This is a 3-hour Millionaire Mentoring replay where we go over personal branding, content formula, how to generate leads in different types of groups for niche markets, so that you can truly become the attractor factor, so that you can start getting these $1,000 commissions coming to you daily, okay? Now, I will share this with you that Samuel, when he first started, he had to wrap his mind out of making $1,000 in a day. But it was only about 10 days later that he had his first $2,000 day, then $3,000 in a day. So there's no limit as to how many commissions that you can make during a day. It depends really truly on how coachable you are and whether or not you take action. So you can get started now to use this as a front-end funding mechanism to make $100, $250, $500, and $1,000 commissions daily. And the startup cost is only $1,349, guys, right? It's literally like a no-brainer. I'm not kidding you. We provide so much value to our students. And the testimonials, we have one gentleman in Mexico that was only making $160 a month working full-time. And last month, he made $25,000. The month before, he made $30,000 US from a kid that was only making $160 a month. Now, our goal is to work with 100 families here, okay? And once these spots are gone, this particular promotion, the doors close and we're locked, okay? So this is an example, okay? This is one of my PayPal accounts, just to give you an idea of what's possible, guys, just implementing these strategies. So however much that you can dream, however big that you want to go, this formula will help take you there. Now, I promised as well I was going to give you a special gift here with my training manual. If you go to mlmsuperhero.com and opt in there, you can get a copy of the training manual there. So let me just, let's see what we got here. Okay, so guys, does anybody have any questions while we still have everybody here on the line right now? Does anybody have any questions that they would like answered? Just put your hand up if you got any questions. Okay, we're going past the first page. Anybody here on the second page? Any questions? Walt, go ahead.
Yeah. What is Millionaire Mentoring?
Millionaire Mentoring is learning the strategies that we personally use, right? That's how people have been able to get the results like Cornthip did, like Samuel did. Samuel made $23,000 his very first month in business. He did that using the strategies that we personally use. So that's what we teach. That's Millionaire Mentoring. Right?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else? Page number 2 here. Put your hand up if you got any questions that we can answer. Okay, moving on to page number 3. It's hard to see with gray boxes, guys, just so you know. If you turn your camera on, you'll be able to get a lot more value from this particular broadcast. Anybody here on page 3? Any questions? We're good there. We're good. Back to page 1. Okay, great. Okay, guys, so here's what I'm going to tell you to do. In the event that you've showed up here today, there's a high probability that you have a dream. There's a high probability that you want freedom, right? And I will share with you that to be able to just pick up any time that you want, like last year I went to Maui, right? And using the strategies that we teach, while I was away on vacation, I still had a $47,000 month. Okay, while I was away on vacation. These are the strategies that you will learn once you're plugged in to Millionaire Mentoring. So in the event that that's you and you really want to be able to walk away from your job in 30 to 90 days, what I would encourage you to do is this. If you showed up here tonight because of an email that you got from me or my Facebook wall or one of my Facebook groups, reach back out to me. In the event that you've gotten here from somebody else, right? Maybe somebody else on the broadcast invited you here tonight. Make sure you reach back out to them, right? To them to find out what you can do to get started so that you can start popping these $1,000 commissions too. Any closing remarks, Ari?
Yeah, man. Guys, look, hopefully you guys got some value out of what Darren talked about today, because it's absolutely the truth. Anybody can actually do this. And I mean, literally anybody. We've got people from all walks of life that have joined us, people that are using what we teach actually to help with their real estate business and many other types of business, sales positions, everything, guys. This works. What we're teaching actually works. So plug in, go to training, show up, basically plug in and then learn the material and keep practicing it until you own it. And then you're on your way to smooth sailing. Once you get to that point, guys, the income is going to be like an everyday thing. You're going to see money coming that you just didn't expect, and it's going to just pop up. I mean, I can't tell you, like my first whole month, Darren will tell you, I did 128.8. And here's the funny story. He asked me, how much you think you're going to do? And I said, I don't know, man. I've never done anything like this. Maybe because there's a lot of, personal involvement. I said, maybe 60K. And 60K came and went like really fast. And I was just like, wow, this is crazy, man. And it just steamrolled, guys. And I'm telling you, literally, I had commissions coming in right and left. I didn't expect. That's where you're going to be at. But you got to do the work. If you don't do the work, you're not going to get anything out of it. That's the reality of it. If you actually get in and do it, guys, you're in the right place. If you're not afraid to fall down, get back up and do it again and get busted again in the chops and get back up again, that's what it takes a few times. But the cool part is about all the training that we provide, this is a safe zone. I mean, everything that we do in this is a safe zone. So when we do these trainings, you don't have to worry about people going out and sharing it on Facebook when you talk about your failures. We don't do that. We just help you get better. So plug in, guys. I promise you this will be the best move of your life.
Okay, so we got
Aaron, real quick, we had a question. Somebody raised their hand that you missed them. Her name is Candid.
Okay, Candid. Go ahead.
I had a question for the ones that I think it was Samuel and Porn or something like that.
Okay.
The ones that's making money that started at the bottom and didn't have anything. With there being so many different kinds of online jobs, and obviously, most of them $50 to $200 compared to $100 to $1,300. What made them choose y'all and not be so skeptic like most people and give y'all a try at it?
Okay, I'll let Samuel take that one.
Cool. So honestly, now I do this for all my businesses. I don't look so much at the product. I look at the person. I actually started following Darren for some time. And after about a month, literally it took me a whole month of following Darren and just watching his videos, attending his webinars, until I finally decided, you know what, this is the man who can take me to where I have to go. So that's what I personally did. I just followed Darren until I built my confidence in what he's doing.
Yeah, it all sounds good from what all I've heard. And one more thing, did y'all start off at the 100 or the 1,000, or which one did y'all join when you started?
Me personally, also for PornThip, we just went straight for the 1,000 because I didn't have a job after. Once I started, I quit my job. So this either makes a full-time income or I won't be able to pay rent. That's where I was.
Yeah, I heard him say quit your job.
I'd like to add, when I started, I was so sick and tired of so many companies just selling you stuff and promise us the world that the money gonna spit out from the computer at ya. That's what I'm sick about. So when I saw the Millionaire Mentoring, I need somebody to hold me by the hand, teaching me how to get in the front line. to show me how to be a leader. You know, people who hold a pen and a marker or walk on stage, they're the one who make the money, right? So people
Right.
like us who want to learn how to do that will need a mentor. And I've been through
Right.
so long of falling over and over and over and over, but thank goodness that I didn't quit. I still
Right.
have some faith left to get up and have a go again, because I already burn over many times. But don't give up. Just because someone, you know, burned you the first time, the next person come along, you have to have faith and you have to have a willingness to fail again. Yeah, that's how I got
You know,
it.
I think I just
I'm
want,
proud of you. You did good.
I just want
You
to
did a
add to
good
that.
job.
I just want to add to that, guys. You know, is that if you look at most people that are 7-figure income earners, okay, they always make money. But how many single moms have they taken to the promised land? How many people that were bankrupt did they take to freedom? How many people that were 17, 18, 19, 20 years old did they help get past $100,000 in their first year? Not many. Okay, this is a true story, guys. Okay, and I'm not saying this to knock people out there, but they have no problem taking the money. But how many of those people actually convert to $100,000 in 1 year? Not many. We have tons of those. Okay, and you don't have to pay $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 that they get people to max out their credit cards, use their entire savings account, take a mortgage out against their house. Okay. And they put those people into financial ruin. And I do not approve of that. We do not teach that formula. We teach results formula. Results.
I believe that, and that's something that I was talking to John about just a little while ago, is people taking your money and not helping you. And y'all seem like y'all are doing a good job, so I commend y'all on that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you guys need to understand one thing too, so you get this. Our team's done about a total of about $3 million in commissions. But you take Darren and I out, that's about $2.6 to $2.7 million for our team. That excludes us. That's huge. That's absolutely massive in this industry because it just doesn't happen. And in the
Right.
land where everybody's promoting multiple deals right now, and that's kind of normal in our business space, to be honest with you, it's very rare that people will actually take time out to teach people in everything they're doing, and we do that too. I mean, we really spend our time training. That's the most important piece of the equation, because you can sign up people, but they won't last. They won't stay in if you're not teaching them what to do, because they don't know what to do.
Exactly.
So you're in the right place.
Exactly.
I promise you, you're in the right place, woman. You'll be happy.
Okay, let's
You're
reach out
exactly right.
let's reach out to Jackie Banks. How are you, Jackie? Jackie, you there?
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get my phone on. Hi, Darren.
Hey, how are you?
I am fine. I'm on.
Okay, you raised your hand. Did you have a question?
No, you had asked earlier if we agreed to something, and I agreed, so I raised my hand. That was
Okay,
it.
great.
But I enjoyed this. This was really good tonight, and I really appreciate hearing some of the speakers that came on. So they kind of convinced me that this is where I need to go.
Guys, I will just share with you this is that, Ari and I locked arms because we have very similar principles, right? As far as helping people get to their personal breakthrough. That's really what we're all about. Okay? Ari and I have both made millions and millions of dollars. We can make millions at anything, okay? We choose to put our time into the people to get them to freedom. Really, truthfully, Samuel's story, Pornthip's story, J. Alfredo, Charlene Savage. Charlene Savage was living on her credit cards as a single mother. Okay, living on her credit cards, paying interest just to eat. Okay, and her very first month, she made about 18 grand. Her first year, she made 175,000. She will never ever have to worry about money ever again for the rest of her life now. She's a top leader, top recruiter. She's got multiple income streams. She's leading teams to victory. That is our goal. That is our goal, right? When we say we're taking 100 families under our wing, guys, we really mean that that's what we're doing. We're taking 100 families and we're going to teach them everything that we know. So if that sounds like a fit for you, throw your hat over the wall, get back to the person that invited you to this broadcast. Guys, I'm excited for you. I'm fired up. Thanks a lot for your time tonight. I know your time's valuable. Thank you for spending it with us tonight on tonight's broadcast. Special thanks to my business partner, Ari Maccabee, for showing up tonight on tonight's broadcast. Special thanks to Samuel Mojica Jr. as well as Pornthip Molding for sharing some of your breakthroughs. Guys, I'm so proud of you guys. Throw your hat over the wall. Get back to the person inviting to this broadcast, guys, and let's go get it. Have a good one.